Also had a few drinks in me tonight, so yeah, there's that.
That's why you're talkative.
Currently drinking as well, so yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the podcast of stuff. Pros drinking.
That, let's, hopefully we don't have another shitty magic assistant moment. I think that was the last time you were, like, really drunk on a podcast.
I was taking around my new roommate through Destiny Mall, showing him around, and we ended up going to happy hour at World of Beer, so I have had quite a few. They had a 10% ABV Imperial Stout that was fucking $4. So you can guarantee I guzzled the crap out of that. It was delicious.
All right.
Is it a wonder why I call you guys luscious?
No, okay. BG.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
No. See, that period of my life is over, but if
Mhm.
it's cheap and it's good and strong, I'll drink it. So would you.
No, I wouldn't.
But if it tastes good and it's cheap, you wouldn't enjoy it?
No, well, I would enjoy it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to drink it. They wouldn't be like, "Hey, they're having happy hour. They're like $4." I'd be like, "No, no, thanks."
Really? You see, I don't have the money usually to throw at shit like that. So if it's an expensive thing that's on sale and I can afford to drink and have a few of them and enjoy it, I'd go for that. You really wouldn't?
Mm-mm. I
Okay,
don't drink.
I mean, that's fair. You don't. I enjoy the taste of certain alcohols because at this point in time, I don't really enjoy like the
Drunk.
no.
Getting...
I don't enjoy the like the light beers that are like almost have no taste to them. I really enjoy craft beers that actually have a flavor and you can actually tell the difference between beer per beer. And the one I had, like literally, it was called the Seven Seas Blackbeard Imperial Stout, and it was the smoothest thing I've ever had in my life for a dark beer. Like I barely tasted anything but a hint of coffee, a bit of vanilla, and like the dark rind of coffee. It was really, really well put together, really tasty beer. And I was glad it was on sale because I could actually sit there and enjoy myself and not have to worry about, oh, only this one is on happy hour or this one, because it was usually shit tier drinks are what's on sale. That's kind of how happy hours go. So when you find something that was actually decent, that's a specialty, you kind of stick with it and you enjoy it. And that's all I did. And I just had, luckily enough, it was 10% ABV. I shrug my shoulders and say, fuck it.
You have a Necroma in this deck, Ralph.
Fuck! Fuck! No! No! You little son of a bitch! I knew I forgot something!
So in case
Fuck!
that wasn't apparent, Ralph left his magic deck at my house.
Fuck! Well, enjoy fucking that, because I also have Nico Bolas. Don't sell that shit on me, you piece of crap.
Of course not.
Why would he need the money?
Fair enough. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I would,
Cool, because it's Mike. Mike's an asshole.
If I would,
He is a douchebag.
if I would do anything, I would just steal the cards. And there's the
No,
Nicolas.
I know every card in that deck. You take one,
But you
I
don't
would
know where you put it down.
Bruh. Hold on. Did I leave anything else in there? No, I didn't. Just my
No.
cards. Okay. I got my headphones, but not my magic deck. That's how much I pay attention to my magic deck. Son of a bitch! I hate forgetting shit. Now I'm pissed off. Thanks, Mike.
No problem.
Don't lose a single card.
Lose them all.
Bruh, BG, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I was just cleaning out my book bag. I finally got to that today. I'm just
You know
like,
what you should do? Buy spend $40 on a bunch of crappy cards on eBay and just have the whole deck and do a video of just burning the back of them.
Well,
Like, here you go. Here's
no.
your cards, Ralph.
No.
I would just I would just do him a service and just buy him the cards that half of them are proxies of. Because I'm just
But the
going.
thing is, most of those proxies are out of tournament regulation. I can't use them.
It doesn't matter.
Rewind, Mana League, I can't use those. Achroma, they're gone.
It doesn't matter about tournaments if you're playing casually.
But the thing is,
no one gives a
everybody who's playing Magic nowadays, apparently, if I'm going off of what I saw at fucking Ohio, at Matsuri, plays that dumbass fucking Commander gameplay style, which is awful. I hated that. That was bullshit.
Just expand your mind, good sir.
No,
Expand your mind.
I perfectly grasp what's going on, and while yeah, it's cool, but it completely demolishes multiple individual play. You can't play 2v2, 3v3s with that game mode. It is terrible.
Yeah, you can.
No, that was stupid.
I have.
Oh, welcome to turn 8. Congratulations, the game is fucking over. No, that's not fun. That's not fun when that's even possible. It's not fun.
Have you seen Modern Magic?
Modern
Turn 2 wins in regular
Really?
standard. Yes.
Dude, I haven't played Magic in 6 years.
EDH is like the game that we played is atypical. Usually they last hours.
Okay. The Magic that I played and I enjoyed was you could play turn per turn, lose an hour and a half of time, and at that point the field is at a point where there's artifacts, creatures, artifact lands and such on the field where everyone's in a stalemate. If nobody has won by that point, it's a stalemate until somebody makes a poor move. And that was what I enjoyed. From what I saw at Matsuri, from what I've seen today, even if actually on campus today, it looks like Magic has become a clusterfuck of, oh, nope, I drew this. Oh, I've got this much mana. Game's over. It's like, what? Like, I saw Magic on campus, no, but not today, yesterday. And, I was there for a meeting, and I was in the cafeteria area, and I was people playing Magic. Like, oh, I'll sit there and watch, hang out. And I'm sitting there watching, and somebody drew, it wasn't a Black Lotus, something along the lines of Black Lotus. And I'm sitting there like, why does equal instant win? And the guy who was sitting there explaining, like, oh, well, I have this much mana, and the fact that I have this card in the field and this card in the graveyard means that I'm dealing X amount of damage per mana tapped already when I play this card directly to the individual's life points because he's playing X and X card. And I'm sitting here like, what the actual shit? Why? How is that fun?
There are a lot of decks that can go toe for toe in speed. It just depends on building the deck. If you play in a format, then...
I miss the days where it was I could play a Counterspell Angel deck against 3 mass decks, a mill deck, and a zombie deck, and it would just be a battle royale for 2.5 hours. That was fun.
Depending on how you build the decks, you can still have that.
Not from what I've seen. Now it's everybody's got these same 3 cards where it's just like, oh well, fuck it, it's turn 11. I have 12 mana. Game's over. Oh, cool. Next game? Fuck you.
Well, anyways, I have your cards. Your life is in my hands.
Hold on to them till Yoma.
Oh yeah, that's where it started.
It's fine. I don't play Magic really on campus because nobody plays my old school regulations. So you can hold on to them till Yoma.
All right. So we were at MatsuriCon last weekend.
Were we?
Yes, we were.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't feel like last weekend. For some reason,
Nope.
just with the amount of sleep I've gotten, it feels like it was a month ago.
I know, dude. Holy crap.
And we got some stories from it.
Am I leading this off, or how are we doing this?
I'm just
Being
gonna.
that mine was heading to Matsuri, wouldn't it be more fitting for me to start?
Yeah. Go ahead. So Ralph has another DA story.
No, it's not a DA story. I'm not going to allow it to be prefaced like that. It's nowhere near a DA level. But referenced, but it's reference to a story that DA told on the last podcast where he brought up how he was profiled via the fact that he was African American on a bus traveling and he fit a profile. Basically, what happened to me was, again, Greyhound stories being what they are, I get on the bus in Syracuse. We roll out 25 minutes late. As per usual, nothing is ever fucking on time with this company. So we get to Buffalo, and we're like, okay, well, everybody transferring through from Buffalo to Cleveland, you're in luck. This is the bus that's Cleveland. Just you can go ahead and get off and come back on if you want, stretch your legs, whatnot. Because at Syracuse, I couldn't get a endpoint ticket for my bag because it was everyone was off shift at Syracuse, so I had to get it at Rochester. So we stop at Rochester, and we're like, okay. Bus driver was like, okay, so just hop off the bus, go ahead inside. There's nobody online. Just go ahead and go in and get your ticket. I get the ticket from my bag. I put my endpoint thing on, and I'm coming back outside. Next thing I know, I walk out the door, and bunch flashing blue and red lights. Lots of them. My bus is surrounded by SWAT vans. And I'm like, not like this. Just, why? Why? Not again. I'm pretty sure those were my exact words. And I'm like, how is this happening? So the one of the like the baggage people who throw baggage.
Right as DA starts coming up the stairs.
All right, I'll wait. I'll hold this off then.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So they're like they hold their arms out like, okay, you can't come on the bus. They're doing an inspection. They're looking for a certain person that fits a certain description. And I'm like, oh crap, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, there's a lot of black people on that bus. This might take a while. Turns out they're not looking for that this time around.
Wonderful.
So they walk in and
the
out. The
system works.
They walk in and out of the bus in almost like 5 minutes. It was quick, really. And I'm standing out there with this other white guy with like long hair. He was going to Warped Tour. He had like a guitar case, and there's another girl.
Oh yeah, Vans did happen.
Yep, Vans Warped Tour happened while we were in Ohio. So I'll turn to the guy who has the guitar. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. He's like, yeah, man. Probably see some random black people get pulled off this bus for some bullshit nonsense that they fit the profile, quote unquote, making air quotes. I'm like, yeah, man, probably. It's bullshit, right? He's like, yeah, man, it's fucking stupid. Shit's got to change. Guys woke up the bus, no problem. They look at me and this guy on the bus, and they're like, me and this other guy for the Vans Warped Tour, they're like,
now you need to hold on. He just knocked everything down. Literally everything.
all right, we're experiencing technical black apocalypse.
Jesus.
Dude, how could you even that bad? It sounds like it's a crap day.
There was a tornado watch. And
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, all right.
There were tornadoes that have taken down entire buildings towards the Midwest. I think over towards Dakota.
And I have these
all right,
perfect.
Peanut. Let's get out of here. They're like, all right, everybody, evacuate to the food court. Oh, this is.
Oh, hey, Burger King. No, we're closed.
I had mine good.
I'd like a McDouble. Whoa,
Oh, man.
Korn has a new album? What the crap?
It's implying that they're still good, or ever.
I mean,
were.
good or not, they have a new album. That's a state of fact. Whether it's good or not is to be seen.
We good over there?
Nope, they're setting up. I can hear
Nope.
it.
Technical difficulties happening right now on the podcast stuff. Need the elevator music right now.
Welcome to the Compros.
That was great. 5 stars. Comedy.
Da-da-da-da.
Raffle all over the place for that one. Drunk Ralph, everybody.
What?
Okay, we're both here now.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so continuing from where I left off, as of where we left off, it was rather than we were discussing racial profiling, in fact, that the black people would probably be targeted by the SWAT members. The SWAT members get off the bus, look at me and the other white guy with long hair and a guitar, and immediately circle around us. Sirs, we need you to stop where you are right now, put down anything in your possession, and hands up, and we need a form of identification immediately. Huh? What? How? Sirs, identification or passport. We need to know your country of origin. Hold up my identification, which shows that I'm a fucking resident of the United States from New York. And I'm like, yeah. Sir, I need you to state clearly and in the best English you can manage your country of origin.
My
United
name is...
United States. All right, sir, you can get back on the bus. Looks to the stoner guy for going to Warped Tour. Sir, in the clearest English you can manage, need you to identify your country of origin.
Clear as English that you can muster up there, son.
I'm from America, bruh. Sir, I need you to step away from the bus, take 2 steps back, and put down the guitar case. At this point, I'm getting back on the bus, and I'm just shaking. I'm like, this can't be fucking happening. How is this possible? How? Like, there are people who were on drugs on this bus, and this fucking 19-year-old going to Warped Tour is getting harassed to be a possible terrorist. How the fuck? So I sit down, I'm like, this will be a story. This is going to be a story. Next thing you know, 5 minutes pass, the guy gets back on the bus, looking like on the verge of tears, like, they wouldn't stop yelling at me, dude. Why were they yelling at me? I'm trying to go to Good Vibes, man. I'm just sitting here like, what is this nonsense? Why? Next thing I know, bus driver comes back on the bus looking extremely pissed off. He's like, because of some errors with our looks at sheet paper, our departure schematic. He looked so pissed off. He's like, we'll be leaving an extra 25 minutes late, so if you could all just hold tight. Meanwhile, this Border Patrol SWAT team is pulling every bag off the bus. And we're just like, yeah, this is happening. So I just put my headphones on and lean back like, I'm not letting this become a DEA story. I'm just going to close my eyes, shut my mouth, and not give a shit. If I say a single word, next thing I know, I'll be in some fucking weird place. I don't want that. Don't want that in my life. Next thing I know, 20 minutes passed. I feel like the bus shaking. The doors are closed. The bus driver gets back in, and he's like, all right, we're good. We're out. Okay, we're going to arrive a good 20 minutes late to our destination. We're skipping 2 stops. We're just going. Enjoy your ride. And just hauls ass, and that's how it goes. It was just a story of nonsense. It wasn't a DA story. I never prefaced it as a DA story. It was just nonsense. The system works, as BG says. That's the system working.
The system works. America.
Sir, you didn't say America correctly. I'm going to have you step aside. Shit.
I'm black. We can get away with almost anything.
Until you hold a Pop-Tart the wrong way, then you're just shot.
We can get away with almost anything verbally.
There you go. Correct way to put that.
Oh,
Otherwise, it's a woof.
It's a rip, to be put
Rip.
correctly.
So, weekend comes, everybody arrives, and first thing we do is we go and watch Suicide Squad.
Mistake, man.
No.
No.
It was not a mistake made.
No, it was a mistake.
I was
That
so
movie
happy.
was fucking awful.
I
It was a giant mistake.
I'm still mad at it.
I'm so happy.
Fuck you. I'm still mad
It
at
was
it.
bad times.
Dude, I'm pretty sure me, BG, and DA sat there confused and angry for the entire, hour and 45 minutes the movie was?
Felt longer than that, but best part of this, we said it all weekend, but not on cast. So, spoilers, if for those of you who care. There's a moment in the movie that's supposed to be like the killer joke line. Actually, there's a pun.
Is that what it was supposed to be?
Apparently,
Bruh, do not preface it like that. It was far from that.
that's what it was supposed to be, though.
Okay.
That's the way they had it set up was just like, Harley Quinn goes in this whole spiel to the villains and how they're ugly on the inside and this whole thing. And then Killer Croc, who was made to be the most stereotypical of stereotypical black people on the face of the planet.
Oh, that was not a joke, dude. That was a sin.
He goes, "No, shorty." Throws off his hood to show his face.
As if he was throwing hair back.
I'm beautiful. Like, so much, like,
Ah!
comedic pausing for the moment to, like, have no, like, nothing surrounding it. Just,
You mean have no impact whatsoever?
no, shorty. Silence. I'm beautiful.
It's
Silence.
called a beat.
Yes.
You cut
And-
off. That's hilarious.
No one laughed in the theater.
I laughed.
And then
No, you didn't.
and then
Oh
you
no, I
didn't.
didn't.
it was
You laughed at DA as we heard.
yeah, it was dead.
I didn't laugh at DA, not at that scene.
It was dead silence, and then we were in a theater that had these automatic reclining chairs, electronic, and DA's was like louder than just about every other one in the theater. So it was just, I'm beautiful. And he just leans forward and just cups his hands in his face. He's just like, no. No. I heard this.
That movie is one of the biggest sins you could have done, DC. That was an affront to comics. Like, every character in that movie was ruined by that movie. Even Boomerang.
No. I wouldn't say Boomerang.
No,
He's pretty
Boomerang was
much to a T what he is.
he was nothing though.
He was seventh guy in an eighth guy team. Like, what do you want from the guy?
I was gonna say he was like H guy.
To have a decent Aussie joke or an Aussie line, even stereotypical bullshit.
He
He
did.
didn't
had
have
some
that.
good lines.
The only thing he had a stereotypical Aussie guy was when he came out of the bag half drunk and punched the guy in the face and started jabbering.
So he wasn't stereotypical enough for you. That's all it was. But he had some
I mean,
good lines.
let's face it, Boomerang is a pretty stereotypical Aussie dude.
He was alright.
If he's not referencing an alcohol, he's fucking fighting someone for no good reason.
He was alright.
Yeah, there were certain key moments that I knew when you guys would react to things. I knew the top secret binder would get under BG's.
Oh,
nerves.
Jesus
I
Christ.
knew it would. I
Oh.
knew it would. Because
Aggravating.
I'm like, I find this stupid. BG is going to find this
it's
infuriating.
just a binder that says
top
secret. Holy budgie butts.
On the front and on the side. They went to effort in order to say, this is a top secret. You shouldn't look in it. No lock. But, say that, just about every line that Killer Croc uttered, I knew would be aggravating. And I knew just about everything Joker or Harley Quinn related would piss Ralph off.
Oh my fucking god, did it piss me off.
And I stayed...
Why? Why did Joker have feelings for her? Why did he care of jumping into the fucking acid? Bullshit!
And there was a...
He doesn't care!
Comments that I said the last episode or the 2 episodes before about there never being a bad on-screen Joker. Well,
Yeah, there was.
That streak's broken. That streak
I don't think so.
is really...
Oh no, Leto's Joker was shit. Don't even
Ah, there we
fucking
go.
joke.
Okay, there we go.
Don't
I had
even
to
fucking-
emphasize the dry cough several times since
I
you guys
didn't hear
weren't
that. I started
listening.
yelling. I heard that the last cough while I was yelling. I stopped.
Joker! That's all Ralph heard himself.
Yeah, essentially. I heard the cough. I was like, oh, okay, he's fucking joking. I stopped the yelling. So we're okay now. We're still friends.
Oh, I should have done it with a very loud, crappy laugh. Maybe you would have understood it then.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of my thing. So yeah, that was.
Or
Man.
just go... 'Cause that
Oh
was
my
'cause that was
fucking
half his
god!
lines. That was half his lines.
Half his lines were just.
Disagree.
Fucking awful. Whenever that man was on screen, he was breathing deeply for no fucking reason. It's like, dude, you did not just run half a mile. You were standing on a fucking helicopter. Take a breath.
Watch, he's probably had like a lung collapse by Batman. It's just like, this is actually a condition, fuckface.
Oh well. Fuck you. Don't care. Die.
Now, Batman versus Superman was a boring mess.
Yes, it was.
This was just a messy mess.
Chaotic mess.
It was ridiculous how bad this movie was, but in an entertaining way.
Okay, if you say so.
What I would like to see is, because all those reshoots and crap that they had to do, I would love to see the first draft of this movie before they were like, oh crap, people don't like the Batman versus Superman movie. Really? What? Oh man, we have to restructure our movie now. I want to see that cut. That's never coming to light.
There'll be an extended cut though, in the Blu-ray.
Will there?
Probably.
No. No.
Yes,
No.
there will be. Why would you not think so?
This is gonna suck. I don't care. It's bullshit.
This movie was so bad, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
We're
going
only
straight
releasing
to
it on
A-Track.
VHS.
We're sorry, everyone.
Betamax only.
Never think of this movie again.
Oh, you douchebag.
People are returning the pirated copies. I mean,
We're giving them
how?
refunds.
We're
How?
Store
giving,
policy
we're, giving,
is
we're giving
terrible.
refunds to pirated copies of this movie because we're sorry we made this.
God. I had a thought. Oh, so I answered this while we were just talking amongst ourselves during the weekend. And I forget if you guys answered or not, but did you think this movie was better? Well, I think DA kind of answered it. Better or worse than Batman versus Superman?
In
What was that again?
way?
Rephrase that one more time for me. I couldn't hear you.
Which one did you think was better, Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad?
In what
BVS.
way?
Define.
No, as a movie itself, you're saying?
Yeah.
As a movie, BVS
What
was
did you
better.
what did you enjoy more?
BVS.
Suicide Squad.
Okay, but that's because of your bias to Superman.
How's it biased?
Because you fucking hate.
Oh,
it.
why do you
It's
dislike
Superman.
this movie?
Actually, it's not even because of Joker and Harley.
Okay, Rob.
No, it's not.
Gotcha.
I hate Suicide Squad to the depths of hell, eliminating Harley and Joker.
Give me 3
this
points
movie-
you didn't like right now that didn't include Joker or Harley. Go.
Killing the grapple hook guy immediately for comedic effect with no comedic effect.
His name was
Initiating.
Slipknot.
Okay, I don't know his name exactly.
Okay.
I remember his
Keep
name.
going, too.
There we go. Okay, number two. Number two was the whole initiation scene with Deadshot. It was anticlimactic and bullshit. Batman just happens to appear in nowhere because of a tip. Quote unquote. Bullshit.
That sounds
Number
like
three.
Batman. He
No.
goes to the bat signal and then
No, because
and
of
then
because
Jim
of what's her
Gordon
name?
like,
Because of
"There's
what's her
something
name?
going
Are you
on
fucking kidding?
What?
She wouldn't communicate with him.
She would
Bullshit.
communicate with Gordon.
No, she would not. But she made
What are you talking
specific
about?
detail.
Amanda Waller has communicated with the
Amanda
Justice
Waller would never, pre-Justice League, quote unquote, would never make direct contact with Batman for any reason as established her entire
said
character
direct?
for every comic she's ever been in.
League. It's been anonymous.
Pre-established Justice League, she treats every individual enhanced or superpowered or superhero as a threat. She would never have gone to them sole one-on-one ever for any information.
Okay.
Never.
Can I actually debate you here and
Go
not have
for
you
it.
yell over me for a second?
Let's hear it.
To accomplish the means of saving the world, do you believe Amanda Waller would just do an anonymous tip to Batman so she can get the guy she needs to assemble her team?
Okay, so here's how my counterpoint would go. At this point, Project Team X, whatever the fuck they call it, I've already forgotten, was a thought in the back of her head as being a possible necessity for overcoming the possibility of the next Superman's possible landing or overcoming.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at this point,
Can I pause you right there then?
go for it.
It's a contingency plan in case a next Superman comes. It's not a plan to act on when the next Superman is already
let
here.
me pause you right there. Contingency plan for a scenario that we've already seen defeated via Lex Luthor's attempt to create Abomination.
No.
We've already seen it overcome.
No.
We've already seen it beaten.
No, we have not. Superman was not beaten. Superman was stupid in that instance. He could have handled it.
That's
No,
bringing
no,
your
listen
bias
to
into this.
No, listen
that's
to me.
bringing your bias into this.
No, listen to
no,
me.
No. Let me explain. At this point, all we've seen of the current government's understanding of Superman is that he is an all-powerful, godlike being. So at this point, they do not know his limitations, stopping points, or weaknesses. They assume he has none. As was stated in this movie.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying they stated in this movie that they
No,
do not
you
see
went
him as having any
literally.
weaknesses.
No. That's stopping me. Superman was stupid because he could have handed it over to Wowo, but
Okay.
all they know is that he's an alien. They figured out eventually that kryptonite could hurt him, because Lex Luthor was all, this is the substance that can hurt Superman, whatever. But what happens when the next Superman, and that doesn't mean the next Kryptonian, it means the next Superman, which Wonder Woman is a next Superman.
No,
So
she's
what
not.
happens-
Not even close. Not even
No.
close.
It's a meta being that's almost all powerful that they have literally nothing in their arsenal that can stop it. That's what Wowo is. That's what Superman is. She's not as powerful as Superman, but she is the next Superman, quote
But they're
unquote.
talking about the next threat of a Superman-like being.
No.
She would absolutely level buildings with a huge fight. Absolutely. There's no question about this. That's a Superman level threat
She
to
did,
them.
didn't she, in BVS? Yeah, she did.
Okay,
All right,
so
I'll give you that. But they
So-
made no
hold on.
reference to her as a character.
no, that's
whatsoever.
not what I'm saying. What they're looking for is what do we do when the next Superman that is a bad guy comes?
So-
we were lucky that this Superman was helpful. But what happens when the next alien crash lands on Earth and it's just like, I'm just gonna take all this over? What do
All right.
we have? Especially
I've got your
now,
counterpoint
especially
already.
now that Superman is dead.
I've got your counterpoint. Deadshot is Deadshot. He focuses on bullets. They equip him with nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I stop
He-
you then?
If you want, go ahead.
What happens if they figure out the next kryptonite for the next Superman?
Ah,
Would Deadshot not be an invaluable member at that point?
but they never figured out kryptonite. We don't even know if they know about kryptonite. As far as we're concerned from BVS, only ones who knew about it were Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne.
No, the government was told. Lex
Yes,
Luthor
he
the
told him
government.
because he
When were they
wanted those
told?
permits to import it. Remember?
But were they aware of the weakness for Superman at
Yes.
that point?
Yes, he was like,
When were
this
they told that?
substance.
I don't remember
Because
that part of the
remember,
movie.
he cut open Zod in front of him, or he told them that
No,
he cut
that
Zod.
Zod was done in behind closed doors.
No.
Yes, but he told them that
No,
it
it
cut
was behind
Zod.
closed doors.
They showed the senator. He
The
literally
senator
showed
is
the
dead.
Doesn't she had plenty of time to tell people because she's
Not
the
that.
one-
No,
Yes.
Remember, it was going to a vote, and she was like, "I'm gonna veto this." That means it was even in a bill or
Didn't
some
that
type
take
of,
place all in the span of like maybe 2 days?
No.
to get a bill across in America.
Well, I mean, let's not bring in the fact that this movie was timed like shit.
Okay, still no.
Yeah, the
It-
government had it wasn't just her too, it was another official.
It would have to be in writing, no matter what. If Lex is presenting an idea to them, and it's not just going to be a word of mouth. No, we're going to veto what you just said to us. He would have to put it
Okay.
in writing.
Okay, that's conjecture. Let's go off what we've seen talked about in the film.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm basing this off of. This entire conversation right now is what we've seen based understanding what we believe they would know, that they've hinted through dialogue, body language, whatever. We have not seen anything to inform us that they know of the weakness of Kryptonian, Superman, anything like that. It hasn't been shown. So as far as we're led as the viewer, with no prior knowledge of comics withstanding, the government has no idea how to counteract Superman. Therefore,
You can infer though,
but
based
okay,
on
we can infer, and
the
they
government can.
infer.
Okay, so
they
can I
say
also?
they
Can I
can
also hold on, can I stop
finish
you
my-
right there, then?
let me just
The
finish my train
team
of
he
thought.
puts together is a multifaceted team. You have a literal magic being, a dude that shoots fire, a giant strong muscle guy, a assassin marksman, a covert like athletic chick. Like it's a multifaceted team to potentially deal with whatever threat may come.
Okay. Well, yeah, you've got a point there. I will give you that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but what it comes right back down to is you're trying to tell me that Amanda Waller doesn't think that her team could have brought in Deadshot when he was walking around by himself? She gave the tip to Batman to take him down when he was by himself, when she knew he would be there by himself with his daughter? That makes no sense
No,
for
he-
Amanda Waller as a character.
he didn't know that
No, no,
she-
no, 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 no.
No, she
For-
never said that he knew where he was. She just gave the tip. She just knew
She
he was
just
in
said, "I
Gotham.
sent a tip to a guy in Gotham."
Yeah.
That
That
was the
he'd
literal
be in
thing. And then
Gotham.
Batman probably did the
But-
detective work.
Again, we haven't seen Bruce do any detective work except being a fucking ridiculous night jumper. It comes down to they have laid no groundwork for us to believe in Amanda Waller being the Black Ops force that she actually is. They have not led to us to believe that the way she went about gathering this team, which we've seen again, now I'm going to bring in the comic information about this. We've seen her use her Black Ops CIA, FBI agents to bring in people like Deadshot. Essentially, what was done here was a bastardization and use of Batman as an image to draw in fans because it was shot, and that was it. That's a sin. So what I said still stands, because in the end, we've seen in comics, if we're going to draw off comics, that she's done this same scenario with CIA, FBI. Okay? This is where we're going. If you agree with this.
Oh,
right?
can I stop you right there, Dan?
Please go ahead.
This plan, at this point, is just a plan. So she would have no way of going, I want to do this. I want to send these people here to get this guy because it's for my team. She can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's just a plan. Like, the guys, even up until the witch is actually shown and Enchantress is actually shown, they're still like, no. Then the Enchantress is shown and they get the plans, top secret, and they go, okay, let's run this.
They have, but before that point, they're gathering this team, and at this point, she had...
No, the team is just locked up.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The only other person that wasn't locked up at the start was Captain Boomerang. And
it was Boomerang was captured in
who?
Australia.
No, he was captured in America by the Flash.
Yep.
Oh, God, the Flash.
And the only other person was Deadshot.
Okay.
So you could have gone, oh, Harley's messing things up. Let's go get her. You can do that then. If Deadshot's already shot somebody, you can't go, I want to send this covert team because I think this is where he is. It's like, I think he's in Gotham, or we have intelligence that he's in Gotham. So let's get the Gotham guy to do it instead of sending a team to scour the whole city looking for this one dude.
But that's the thing also, I actually fucked
She saved a lot of resources doing it that way.
I fucked my entire point up, and I'm going to actually backtrack a little bit, and I apologize for that actually ahead of time. Amanda Waller would not have made herself known at any facet to Batman, again, pre-established Justice League, from what I'm aware of in any comic.
Can I stop you again then?
Please go ahead.
There are many ways you can send an anonymous tip without making yourself known.
But at the end of the movie, we see her having lunch with Bruce Wayne. Therefore, they know each other, which means she gave the knowledge to Bruce Wayne in exchange for the information that he would give to her and she would give to him. It was a trade. Again,
was that the trade?
Yes, it was.
Deadshot for the information?
Yep.
Or was it that they didn't?
No.
He threatened her and blackmailed her.
No, he didn't blackmail anything. He thanked her, in case you forgot.
Yeah, sarcastically, I'm sure.
No, he wasn't being sarcastic at all. He was like,
"Oh, he blackmailed
his exact her." If I remember correctly, again, whatever, my memory being my memory. He's exact. My friends will handle it. He was being very cordial about the whole conversation.
No,
he wasn't.
No. Here's what happened. Here's what happened.
Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong.
She was concerned. She went to him because she was concerned about information of the whole event getting out. So he was trading the information that he wanted in order to help her keep things hush hush. And then he threatened her with his friends.
That's what I thought.
She said, "Shut it down, or else I'll bring my friends."
Oh, he did say that. You're right.
Yes.
You got a point.
So,
that was a slight threat.
I don't think that she revealed herself beforehand.
Or even at that point, maybe.
Yeah,
like he may have tracked her down.
Okay,
or she probably went to him for protection to keep her job, knowing that he was Batman.
But that becomes a whole nother sin then.
Since everybody else knows he's Batman, which that's just.
But that's the thing. But that becomes a whole other sin. Exactly. That becomes dual sins, basically. That means Batman's identity is essentially not very secretive at all. And if she figured it out that fast before pre-Justice League, which went in, I believe, pre-New 52...
Lex figured it out!
But Lex is supposed to be a super genius supervillain who
and
knows
Waller
almost
isn't?
as much as Brainiac. Brainiac has said in comics before that he doesn't understand how Lex figures shit out like he does.
Yeah, Lex is smart as. But
Exactly.
Waller is also
So don't bring up
stupid
Lex.
smart.
Come on, let's be honest.
Waller
Waller is smart. No. I'm not saying Waller's not smart. Waller is smart, but we've never seen her, again, pre-Justice League information here. We've never seen her interact solo with any of these characters. Because pre-Justice League, pre-team up mentality, pre-team up event, she views them as outliers that she can't trust.
What does she need to trust when it comes to go get Deadshot?
She can't read them until they're framed in the public eye enough. She never has viewed a single entity in the Justice League as being even usable because they are too much for her.
I don't know if she would feel that for Batman.
No, she did feel it for Batman, and I'm only gonna use the animated series now because this is the only thing I can quote verbatim, and I know it's based off of a comic issue, and I can't remember which one, so I'm using the anime issue. Is she has said that when it comes to the Justice League, there was nobody she could not figure out how to deal with more than Batman. His methods, ideals, and ideology was such a ghostly thing to her, she could not figure out how to even deal with him. Because what he dealt with was so usually very straightforward, but a muddled kind of straightforward. She couldn't map it until she had witnessed him throughout the years do what he did in the limelight of Justice League activity.
Okay, she doesn't need to figure crap out for Batman to go Deadshot's in Gotham through a voice modulator to the police or something, and then Gordon goes to Batman. She doesn't need to figure crap out.
But by this point, we're not even referenced Gordon or anything like that. So
No.
we're forced at this point to view it through the lens of she would contact him directly. And if we're to go by how she reacted to him at the end, if what Mike's saying is correct, and I don't remember
There
the
is a
actual
bat
movie.
signal, though.
Was there a
So-
bat signal? I don't remember there being a bat signal.
In Batman v Superman. That's
Oh,
how it
there
calls
was,
it.
in
And he
Batman
reactivated
CBS.
it.
Right, reactivated. So at this point, we don't even know if Gordon is still alive at this point.
Someone in the police force, though, might still trust Batman.
It's true. It could be Barbara, for all we know. Actually,
in the fucking scene where he's saving the human trafficking people, the one
The sex slaves.
yeah, the older officer, he's like you're new on the force or something. It's the first time you've seen the bat. Like he wasn't fazed by it at all. So there's still some like trust in the force for Batman. So
I wouldn't call it trust. I
wouldn't
it
call
was
it trust
more
either. Familiarity.
Yeah, I would call it familiarity or almost like a mythological like viewpoint of Batman, as in he was just an entity that existed in the shadows that nobody could put a
not so much in
like
the
a
shadows
stamp
to
down
the
on.
point where they had a bat signal.
The thing is, that might have been Gordon. Again, if we're to go by even the comic medium, Gordon didn't share much about Batman, even to his lieutenants. Because if you remember Harvey Bullock still hated Batman for his
Dance.
entire... What?
Nothing, I'm joking. Keep going.
Bullock hated the Batman ideal because it was a bastardization of the police force. So even his lieutenants didn't agree with him. So that means Gordon didn't share his mentality with his lieutenants even. So it comes down to conjecture at this point now.
What
It's insanity. It's a sin. It's a cinema sin. As I'm gonna
Agreed,
call it.
JB.
She's telling you to shut up. All right, what was your third point? Because we got way
Okay,
off
hold
tangent
on.
of
So first
'Cause I wanna
was
get
I don't
Shot
agree with
three.
that point personally, but
hold
keep
on.
going.
What was my first point? Remind me what I said again. I forgot where I started. Was it Deadshot or was it the other thing?
Deadshot was the second one, the initiation of Deadshot.
Okay, I don't agree with the way that went down. Batman felt forced and it felt ridiculous, unnecessary. What's her name?
Garbage.
She could have used her own means to get a handle of it, and it would have been more to actually make her. That's my third point. Amanda Waller didn't actually have the fear factor that she shouldn't have had because of the way they built her up in this movie. by the use of by her using quote unquote Batman, when she didn't actually use him, she got a quote unquote anonymous tip that again Batman would have easily noticed, and she would have known he would have noticed because he was a quote unquote detective. To announce.
Can I stop you right there? You yourself have said we haven't seen any detective stuff from Batman.
Okay, you're right. I'll backtrack. You're right. So that means my third point when it ended. Okay, still actually Amanda Waller.
Can we not include Batman as well?
What do you mean?
And why you dislike this movie?
I wasn't using Batman as a reason. I was using the Batman's use as a reason.
I still find that
No, because I don't. The character of Batman is a thing. All I'm saying is Amanda Waller used a third party where she had the means available to her via Black Ops that she was already running.
Again, she has to ask permission for a lot of things at this point.
But she was getting it.
She was not getting permission. That was the problem. She had to go off books and do all this covert stuff, and they'd be like, "This is what my team can do. Let us go." And they were like, "Okay, we can just let them go now."
But let's remember here that Amanda Waller, as we know her, is feared in the criminal underworld and just by everyone in general because she is ruthless, cruel. She'll do anything to do what she has to do, and that's the characters to build up. We got that in the movie when she killed. Spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, stop now. When she killed her own staff.
Stop now and don't see it.
Yeah, when she killed her own staff. But before that, she's still given this air of superiority and fear by even the Suicide Squad that isn't earned. It's not earned. Amanda Waller's intimidation is not earned by any means. Why is she a force in the government if she has not earned her spot enough to be able to say, I need this team to grab Deadshot. I need this team to grab Quinn.
Doesn't need...
But, hold on. Go ahead.
She doesn't need to be a force in the government to be feared by people.
But not the people.
She doesn't need to be high enough for it to go, I'm just going to do this, government people. And they just go, coolio.
In the comics, I'm not sure about New 52. Again, all my knowledge is pre-New 52. I don't know if you've read New 52 BG. I haven't gone into that. But from what I remember of the comics for Amanda Waller was that even higher upper-ranking generals, admirals, would defer to her judgment because of her ruthlessness through managing Black Ops.
Okay, but at the same time,
my point's not done yet, so you can argue, but go ahead, but give me a second. By this point, where she's at Argus, they've already established that she is of Argus, which is a Black Ops apparatus of the government. She would have already had to have established herself as a Black Ops force to be reckoned with. So why is she sold to us as being built up in Suicide Squad when she should have already established herself for Suicide Squad to even have been a thought in the back of anyone's mind? Why was she getting any time in front of a general if she hadn't already established herself? It makes no logistical sense whatsoever to completely bastardize the character who, again, in the comics at least, had already established stuff by this point to create Argus. Argus is her baby. If she's already created Argus, why now is she proving herself with the Squad when the Squad, in any form of comic of Suicide Squad, is almost a throwaway thing for her? It makes no sense. Go ahead.
My turn? Okay. See, this is why I wanted to interrupt you, because now I have to mind rewind. I call it remind.
No, I hear you saying. I just want to get my point across because it was a bit of a long statement.
Toast. My left arm.
Okay. Crap. Couldn't this movie be seen as an origin story for Waller herself? Now, you say that she already established Argus, which means she has established some type of Black Ops thingy. And if she already established that, that means, yes, she will get in touch with generals, but she is not at the point of her story where she could just go, this is what we need to do, so I'm going to get this rolling. Now, the reason that she has to go to the generals before this is because she has, A, supernatural beings on her squad, and 2, all criminals. So she can't just go, yeah, I want to assemble this team of super criminals to potentially deal with some threat maybe in the future that only they listen to. She's not in a place where she can do that yet. So this could be seen as her origin story as well.
I mean, I grasp that, and I agree with you that that's where I figured this movie was actually supposed to be in the beginning to end. But we are almost shoved down our throats throughout every point of this movie to believe that Waller is a force to be reckoned with, a force to be feared, when we are only given a reason to do so inside the movie. So therefore, her character is not earned.
How else are you supposed to do it?
Yeah, people who don't know her
But
comic
that's the
book
thing.
origins.
They don't even reference her being okay. We get one from Flag saying, "I've heard about you," and it was such an in-passing, in-motion statement where it holds no real weight.
Can I
at
stop
all.
you right there, Dan?
Please go ahead.
The Batman is real? What's the difference?
Okay. You've got a point. This, I guess, what it comes down to is that this entire cinematic universe is built like shit.
Oh, I wouldn't
And
disagree with that.
We're
I just
forced,
find
we're forced to choke down these facts as being established only because that the populace already knows them through other mediums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm viewing this through the medium of this is an entirely new universe, but the movie itself is trying to say, oh no, this has already been shown other things. You're just gotta believe this. And I'm trying to ignore everything else and state it through a fact of only this movie, only this cinematic universe.
But then you're also dismissing this movie in that we only see in the movie why we should fear Waller.
I mean, I'm not trying to say we should dismiss her. It's more of the fact that she's given no actual reason to be important
Until this movie.
But that's the thing. Everybody who interacts with her gives her the floor. And it's undeserved. Because it seems, again...
Isn't that what they do with Batman?
But that's the problem I'm getting at. It's the entire thing that's wrong. I'm just saying, when it comes to this movie is in particular as a film, that's what is done wrong for this entire cast. Is their main focal point is given no actual reason to be feared, respected, or acknowledged in hindsight, because they're building her in this movie.
Hold on, we can't hear a thing of anybody.
Oh boy.
Fuck!
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, to sum up what I just said, she's given no point to exist in this movie because, as a standpoint in this film series, in its own alienated cinematic universe, it's being thrown at us that she is in existence we should care about. Meanwhile, we're given no reason to, except what goes down in this movie, which is not important or enough, because that there are characters like Flag, who we are told is the top CIA agent, and he knows of her. Meanwhile, generals are sitting there like, oh, why should I give you the floor? Why should I care what you say?
Oh, no, that's not what they're saying. They're saying, why should we give you this team?
No, the general was talking to her in the beginning of that meeting, like, why does this matter? Why do what you have to say right now matters to me? I have more pressing matters at hand.
Because we don't have a Superman threat right now.
No, his exact words were, we're still in the aftermath of losing a national icon. Mm-hmm. Why should I give this time? He doesn't reference that, oh, why
wouldn't
should
he
this
say
be a
that
thing?
Wouldn't he say that with anyone that wasn't named the president, pretty much? Like, we just lost a national icon. What could be so important you would pull me away from anything else I need to do pertaining to this?
But it also pulls back to the whole ideal that Superman, throughout the entirety of his cinematic existence so far in the current film universe,
has been feared by the government.
Has been feared, exactly. So why is he now being viewed as? Why are we supposed
to? Because he saved people.
Because the ending of Batman v Superman.
But that makes him a national icon again. Everything about the cinematic universe is broken. I'm trying to ignore the rest of it to focus on this movie, because this movie tried to deviate so much from the rest of the formula that it just doesn't. It seems like its own universe almost. It connected, but not. And none of the characters feel like we should have any weight to them, fucking care about them, because they're not given even a slight bit of background. We're forced, Oh, Flag says towards the the end of the mid part of the movie, oh, I've heard of you. Oh, that's why everyone gives her her fucking word? Cool. No real reason, no backstory, no small 5-minute dialogue about shit that went down that was because of her and brutal shit happened. So she is obviously the one to turn to when shit hits the fan. We're not given that.
Do you want more of that in this movie?
No,
Ralph, this is what you want. You want it in the beginning of the movie for her to have one of those, you know, this is Harley Quinn, this is Deadshot, this is the backstory with some musical background.
No. That's
Then
not what I
how
want
would
at
they
all.
show this?
Okay, show her capturing Deadshot. That's it. In the beginning, heading. No, stop. Have her capture Deadshot using her own intel, her own means. The only one with no powers, with no abilities, the humanoid psychopath with a gun. Have her capture him, have her corner him, and it would give us a reason to care about her and her ability to tackle this whole thing.
I don't believe
Because
that.
at that
because
go ahead.
Because at that point she could easily be replaced with Sergeant General Hartman that's just directing people to go capture this dude. Like, okay, he's going here, we're gonna direct him here, we're gonna corner him. It's just no different than any other strategy.
That is handled again through things we've seen before, and say a la a Jason Bourne thing.
I don't mind I sent a tip to a guy in Gotham and he is gonna handle it for us. Because I want Deadshot, and this is a super easy way to bring him in. Batman's gonna get him. They're gonna send him to this place because that's where they send all these people. And I got my man.
I don't feel like that establishes her and the character that she actually is. Because
No,
Amanda
absolutely
Waller,
not.
no,
But it's
we can,
established she
me
is-
and you can both agree that Amanda Waller is a character to be feared by the entire Justice League. Correct?
Yeah.
Is she given that by the first half hour of this movie?
Why would you need
That I asked you a question.
Okay,
Is she?
I'm gonna answer it, and then I'm gonna question you.
Please
no,
do.
But why would she need that in the first half hour of a 2.5-hour movie?
Because
that is an expanded universe that's gonna build on until 7 other franchises.
Because
Why would you
this
need
is
to
the
fear her
movie that
in
is
30
built
minutes?
off of her baby.
Okay, so then you get.
So
in
why
the
are we
movie-
caring about her creation if we don't care about her?
You're supposed to care about the creations, and then you see what she does. And what
But she does
is
nothing!
monstrous. What she does in the first 30 minutes and put a bomb in all of them.
What works in
Literally
comics,
everybody.
the format of comics
And then
does
she
not
goes, "I've got a
translate
bomb."
to cinema. You have to actually establish a focal point character, a la a Bruce Wayne, a la a
We had two
Gordon.
focal point. We
No,
had two
we
focal
haven't.
point characters.
The focal
Deadshot,
point.
Harley Quinn. What are you talking about?
They're not supposed to be the focal point of a Suicide Squad.
Why
It is
not?
supposed to be Amanda fucking Waller.
No, Waller is supposed to be the brains that don't do anything.
No,
and just direct
she
them
is supposed
do
to be
stuff.
the reason that the squad is afraid to fuck around.
Because
they
they
know
got bombs in her neck.
that's not
And
the,
then
that is
one of
never
them
the
goes-
point of any
then two
Suicide
of them
Squad
go-
comic line.
And 2 of them go.
They
Assault on Arkham, the animated movie.
that's an anime movie that's devoid of any comic adaptation.
Really?
Then 2 of them go.
Yeah.
This is bull crap. These explosives are nothing. And one tries to get away, and they immediately get exploded.
But it was Flag who pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
They spent all of that movie afraid of Flag for pulling the trigger.
The
Every
very first-
iteration, hold on.
Hold on,
Every
hold on.
iteration of the squad is afraid of Waller because they know that
Listen.
Amanda fucking Waller will not hesitate to kill them if they look at the squad wrong.
Listen, you know what happens in the first 30 minutes with Amanda Waller? She tries to kill Enchantress by stabbing her in the heart 7 times.
As
She
a show
immediately goes,
of force to the
son of a
general,
crap,
it was a
and just
bluff.
starts stabbing. She
It was
doesn't
a-
even hesitate. She just goes stab, 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 stab.
But that was more of a bluff, and it felt like more.
No,
it felt like an act.
no. That was when she was demoing it. When Enchantress goes rogue, is what he's talking about.
When he's
Okay,
exploded,
okay.
and
okay.
she's like, nope.
Was that
and then
half
she's
hour
like,
of the
stab,
movie?
stab, stab, stab.
Yeah.
Was that a half hour? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the first half hour we see her willing to sacrifice Enchantress, which we're supposed to believe to be this.
Just goes stab, 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 and then 25 minutes later we see her go shoot, 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 shoot. You people weren't cleared.
Okay,
So within an
Hold on,
hour,
hold on, hold on.
we've got her
Let me-
willing to kill somebody on the squad, one of the most powerful members of the squad, if not the most powerful member of the squad, and then shoot 7 to 8 of her people just because they weren't cleared for what was happening.
And then
Okay,
when one of her people
so
gets
then
away
that-
without a bomb, she just goes to. She literally tells Deadshot, "Shoot her."
so
No care.
what happens
And that was
here?
an hour and a half into
What
it.
I'm going for right now, I'm going to build up the first half hour thing, then I'll get to the Deadshot thing. In the first half hour, so then, yeah, she stabs the Enchantress heart, but that is essentially character building her in front of the generals. And that
And
plays
the
Not
back.
in
audience.
front of the generals. She's at
She
her hideout.
was.
No, she's at her secret base.
Oh, with her people. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
The
she
one
was
she
with people.
shoots later.
Okay, no, even better. So once again, her character building point by this point is already over. She's already alone. She's no longer trying to build the squad. She's no longer in character development form. Now she's already on her own. She's been granted the squad. She's been granted this power. Well, meanwhile, she should have had the respect enough to build this thing on her own by this point as the head of Argus.
Why?
Because
You
by the
have
time
a 4-hour movie?
by the first half hour, again, it is easily set up. If she captures Deadshot, who is Interpol's top 3 most wanted, if I remember correctly from the comics, captures him under her own power while local government couldn't capture him.
Can I stop you right there, then?
Please go ahead.
And then wants to use him as part of her team.
Yes.
That's the part that's
But that's
with
the
the
thing.
generals. They're not like, I'm going to go get Deadshot. Why are you telling me? Just go get him. I'm going to go
if she
get
had
Deadshot. I'm
the
going to
first-
go get Deadshot, and I want to use him and 6 other people in this team in case we get another Superman. Huh?
if she had spent the first maybe 10 minutes of the movie to do a whole Jason Bourne capture scene.
10
of-
Minutes? They went through
I'm-
like 7 of the
Hold on.
characters' profiles in 10 minutes.
I know. What I'm saying here is if they had gone the route of taking 10 minutes to set up a solid capture scene for Deadshot, they could have worked character intros much smarter and with less fanfare, of course. Again, that would have been a whole blaspheming thing for DC, but it has been done better in. I haven't seen Arkham Assault on Arkham, but I've read Suicide Squad comics where they invade Arkham and whatnot. Character development is done so much easier when you're given a believability factor for the one who's building the team. And if you have built Amanda Waller up to be a force to be feared, it follows suit with a small montage-like deal that she could help use at that point. Yeah, she captured fucking Deadshot under her own power with CIA agents through tactical means and ridiculous timing.
Can I
Cool.
stop you right there, then?
Go for it.
What was the basis for Nick Fury leading the team?
They built him up in Avengers 1 as being the ultimate spy.
When?
Steve
When did
Rogers
they show
himself
that?
said so in the
No,
what was
when
it?
did they show that? Because a lot
Let
of
me
people
think.
said, I've heard about you, Waller. When did they show
But that didn't happen until midway through the movie, past the first half hour of
The
character
only two
development.
scenes that had there's 3 scenes in 3 movies come prior to Avengers 1. There was the button scene at the end of Iron Man. There was Iron Man 2, where
Which was,
he just gives him some materials and says good luck. Doesn't really do any spy work. Again, the only thing he really does in Iron Man
and Black
1
Widow does all the work in 2.
Yeah, in Iron Man 1, he just breaks into his house. That's really it. And then in Captain America, he's just there when he wakes up. He doesn't do shit.
And then he brings together this team.
Yeah.
So where's the basis of bringing together that team?
You don't need this
No, hold on. I
compounding
have a way to counter.
exposition in a movie.
I have, but that's okay.
Hey,
Here's
DA.
here's my counter to that. The Marvel universe at that point had been what 4 movies deep: Iron Man, Captain America.
By the time Avengers came out, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 4 movies.
But
So
Nick
we
Fury-
had-
Nick-
5 movies.
Nick Fury.
But hold on,
hadn't
hold
really
on.
been in the thing,
Let me
though.
finish. I have an idea. I want to get across here. It will kind of weirdly, but let me do it.
Mhm.
So by this point, we're
Haven't even gotten to Monster Recon yet.
at this point we're built up all these
Oh
characters.
yeah, Monster, he did. This was supposed to be that podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, how did this happen?
because you guys suck.
Keep going.
So anyway, but at this point we have 4 movies building up these characters, and Nick Fury isn't the focal point of bringing them together. We see him in the beginning of the movie as, okay,
I'm bringing together a team.
No, hold on. Again, yes, you're right, but he's not the focal point of the reason we should believe they're going to come together. That is the apparatus known as S.H.I.E.L.D. that we've been getting hinted at throughout the...
This is Iron Man's psych-eval. Nick Fury doesn't think you should be part of the Avengers Initiative. Oh,
But
come on!
That's it. They hint at it at the after credits, and Marvel went
No,
about
that was in the middle of the movie of Iron Man 2.
No. Oh, Iron Man 2. Yeah, I think you're talking about Iron Man 1.
No,
No,
Iron
Iron
Man
Man
1 was just at the end where I'm
No,
like...
you're
I'm
right. No,
putting
you're
together-
right.
Mhm.
You're right. Iron Man 2, we get more of the thing about them. And it's true. It's more of a sidebar. It's a side plot. But it's supposed to make you more invested of what the hell is S.H.I.E.L.D. doing here. It exists, but what the hell is it doing here? And S.H.I.E.L.D. was never a focal point in the Marvel universe, cinematic universe. It is always a side plot. What we're dealing
So
with...
Waller should be a side plot.
Waller, if...
And Argus. Wallace
Yeah.
and Argus. should be
Waller
a
and
side
Argus should have been a side plot, but the way they prefaced it towards the end
And
was
she
that it
shouldn't
was
be a
actually the
focal
focal
point.
point.
She shouldn't be a focal point. It
Including
should be
in the
the people.
Suicide Squad
Shouldn't
movie.
be. But the way they made her out to be, and towards the end of the movie, they gave her enough time and enough scenes where it was supposed to be like, oh, okay, we're supposed to care about you and your and your organization, and we're given no justification to care.
And
So
like,
when do we get justified in caring about S.H.I.E.L.D.?
yeah, or like
We're given that in the actual Avengers movie,
And we're giving this in the Suicide Squad
but
movie.
we're not. Argus
You just said
is-
by the end,
No. by the end we're supposed to. Do any of you actually give a damn about any of the
I
characters
don't
towards
give
the
a
end of the
crap
movie?
about the movie. That was the problem.
Again, as a whole, do you care about any character towards the end of this movie?
Waller.
Captain Boomerang.
Boomerang. You care about Waller, Mike. Why? Tell me why.
She was the most interesting character in the movie.
Why?
She was interesting. Her shooting her people just like, what ifs?
So that was it. That was the
some
moment
cool
for you. Mike, for you, what was the moment that made you care about her?
When she literally commanded that entire room when showing off the task force or Enchantress,
So when she used shock value.
which is pretty much her MO, isn't it? She commands a room.
That
she makes everyone
she does.
listen to her.
No.
And that's
she
her-
was, and that was what the character. That was when the actress did right. But what was done wrong was the writing standpoint, where she was already not somebody who should have been able to command the room in the respect of the room before walking into it. If she is
Again,
given
couldn't it
control of
just be
Argus,
seen-
by this point she demands respect.
Couldn't
Waller inside of Argus demands respect. That
she,
is
yeah, inside
they
of
go
her
hand in
building,
hand.
but she still has people over her.
She does, but by the time she is the head of Argus, she has, and again, this is from what I've read in the comics pre-New 52,
We can use
has the respect
every-
of the president, for Christ's sake.
She doesn't have that at this moment. Again, can't this be seen?
But
as
she's the head of Argus.
Couldn't this be
By
seen
the
as
time
a?
she is given Argus by the president.
Question. In the comic books, do people know Tony Stark is Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not from at least a lot of the stuff that I've seen.
Some
No.
of them they don't. Some of them they do.
It depends on the iteration.
So the movies can change things.
Bob,
It's-
you're
it's all
talking
about
about,
the
DC
continuity.
and Marvel. Marvel's comic itineraries change a lot via the writer. DC's change on the universe. They tend to keep very close to the way the universe is building. They interact
Do you not
a little bit
do you
more.
not agree with that statement though? That
No,
they can change some things
They can
versus the
change some
universe.
things. But
So
what
could
you're-
this not be she just got to the head of Argus and still doesn't have the respect yet?
Again, it comes down to the fact that
Yes
People
or no?
are-
Yes
people
or
are
no?
talking-
Yes or no?
no, because apparently CIA agents, high-ranking CIA agents, are talking of her and what she's done, but yet she commands no respect. Bullshit. By that point,
No,
when
she doesn't
Tops-
command respect from the higher ups,
bullshit. When again,
attorney
the
generals
reason
and
I'm
the
going to
like.
call bullshit on this is because when upper-ranking members of the CIA, FBI, and Black Ops task forces talk about somebody, in every comic book, Marvel or DC, that character is given weight. By this point, at the beginning of the movie, she has none. And that is the sin I'm talking about. You can't say we're supposed to care about this character and then preface that towards the middle of the movie saying, oh, I've heard about you. Meanwhile, before that scene, the people who would have heard of her through these channels don't respect her yet. That doesn't make any actual chronological
Flag
sense.
absolutely respects her, and he's a high-ranking CIA agent.
Flag didn't respect her. He was worried about. He had heard of her, quote unquote.
And she said things, and he went, "Sure, yes,
After
ma'am."
she was given Flag as head of the squad, not before.
She wasn't giving him. She tricked him.
She was. No, she was giving him.
She tricked him.
No, she tricked him into
She
saving
brought him in.
Enchantress.
Remember, she
And then
brought him in for
Oh, right,
Enchantress.
you're right. She brought him in. No.
She
Was it?
manipulated him.
She manipulated him. Correct. But that's not the same as her garnering respect from the higher ups because of what she's done. Again, to people like Flag, which we're supposed to believe that if he's heard of her, quote unquote, he was warned the people who had been fucked over by her in the past, which would mean that the higher ups would have had to have heard about it.
There's also a thing where he said, and I didn't believe it. So there are rumors spreading about her. Yes.
So we're supposed to believe that an Amanda Waller.
She's not head of Argus. She's just a government official.
Wait, where's that stated?
I'm looking up the IMDb and stuff.
Okay,
It says-
if she's not the head of Argus, I wipe my entire argument away.
Yeah, it's just the government official who gives out the
Okay.
squad orders.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm not seeing anything about Argus here.
Everything I'm based on, because I remember Argus being referenced to her.
Maybe in the future.
I thought this was her already being established in Argus, at which point she's established. Her in Argus is her placement is appointed by the president. So if she had
Chibi,
not
move.
so at that point, if she's not Argus yet, and everything I've said is background for her,
We could have
building
saved
to
about an
Argus.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had that information. But of course, I was building up the idea that she was still in Argus.
All right. So
My argument is sound.
So Matsuri-con. so Matsuri.
We're going a little long tonight. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
That was a comic
Matsuri will be
argumentation.
quick.
And I had
For the most
plans to
part.
go to sleep. So, some
Fuck your sleep.
some cool
Welcome to
things.
my world.
Some cool things that happened. The panels that we did, all of them I think went really well. Did the AMV 101, had a good showing for that. We did the 18 plus.
Can we just retire Vonum Venice?
No, no, we can't.
That video is so...
Find another video.
If we can find something better that will piss you off just as much,
There's nothing better because it's the...
then that's what's staying. Just like with that fucking Vegeta video. Suffer, motherfucker. Suffer, motherfucker.
Woo! Yeah, but that's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Watching you suffer is funny too, scumbag. So deal
See,
with it.
no, the way I get mad, it's so much
No,
worse.
it's fucking hilarious.
I don't think many people are entertained by it. So we
No,
should just
a
retire.
lot of people are entertained
No,
by it.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
just retire it.
they are. It's now you keep bringing it up. I think it's gonna stay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
it
gonna
is
start
bad.
turning my eyes. Screw that.
No,
noise.
you can't. You can't. You know you
Hate that.
can't.
hate that video.
You know you can't.
The 18 plus panel, which our pal Cynthia put on, went off really well.
I wish there were better, like, disgusting videos.
Yeah, the fucking poop one kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, it should have been more
Boy,
like that.
That was nothing.
I could
You guys
imagine.
are punks.
I could imagine.
I was sitting there like, I haven't been desensitized. This isn't good. Because then that game video came on, I'm like, surely I'm going to turn away at some point. Nope.
The only one where you closed your eyes was just the stupid little Einstein's rib. It was like, but that was just like, wow, they did this,
Amazing.
which you said you weren't expecting. And
Yeah, he was. He's laughing at something
Oh,
else.
okay.
And stifling it.
what?
It's wrestling stuff, and it's one of the greatest things that have come out in the past like 5 years.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Matt Hardy.
He's so funny.
He's so
Oh,
funny.
what happened to Matt
And
Hardy
he's having
now?
so much
The
fun.
final
No,
deletion
this
was
is good
amazing.
for the final deletion was so amazing.
Yeah, we'll save that for
He had
next
drones
episode.
and-
Save that for next episode.
He just driving a lawnmower.
Dude, he did an entire interview on Jericho's podcast in
No, he
character.
No, he did.
Amazing.
So good. Anyway, yes, whatever.
All right, then the actual watch session, which was good, but like once it got to about like 20 minutes till it was over, I think all of us just kind of felt like our energy just
Yeah, that one needs to be shorter.
yeah. I put
That
it
needs to probably be an hour.
Yeah,
I put it at an hour and a half. I put it an hour and a half for Yoma. We'll see.
Yeah. Because after a while, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, 2 hours is way too
Yeah,
long.
definitely.
So yeah, we can experiment at Yoma with an hour and a half.
Yep, we got. I mean, there's a bunch of fun moments. The whole debate, the Clan Ad debate, was amazing.
That was ridiculous.
Fucking Da unintentionally
Holy
JoJo
shit.
posing. Oh my god.
That I think that might have been like the con moment for me, was watching as the guy was slowly creeping up from his seat to the front of the room,
I was just kind
and
of like,
watching Da slowly but surely adapt to a JoJo's persona. It was fucking hilarious.
that random BG laughter always gets me. And just the city is on fire. And Trunks just looking like, yes it is.
Killed
Kill me, he says.
Killed me. It was so funny.
Just on the floor laughing. I think that was the 18 plus where the girl was just like, if it's your kink, and then just the riffing we had with the crowd was good.
That one girl was really into it.
Yeah. But just a lot of fun. I forget what it was. It was 18 plus where I forget something like BG and I were riffing back and forth. And it's just like, you already got one thing up on me, man. Let me have this. Like,
Oh, the black stuff.
yeah, go for the dick joke. I was like that, and I said something along the lines of just like, come on, man, you have like more fast twitch muscle fibers than me.
Racism.
Slater
Slater got a huge pop.
People are getting behind him.
Then
Keep going.
then the only other two things I have listed. So okay, one little thing that happened to me. I forget. I think we had gone down to get lunch or something. I forget. Ralph and Ralph wanted to get a pop. So I just said,
Yes!
What? What did I want?
DA got it. Thank you. Keep going.
okay,
What did I want, Mike?
a pop, soda, whatever.
A fucking soda!
I call it pop.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
No,
Is
you're
that
fucking
still a
wrong.
thing?
Apparently, I don't fucking care. I call it what I want.
It's fucking soda.
I call it both. I'm leaning more towards soda these days, though.
Anyways,
Thank you.
he
It's the
goes.
same thing, though.
He goes
Yeah.
and gets his pop, and I decide to go to use the restroom.
And you popped.
And there,
Ah,
fitting
ah.
pun. I approach the bathroom, and there's a trash can in the middle of the doorway, and I look in, and it's flooded. Toilet overflowed or something. There's like a whole bunch of like
Sweaty nerd craps.
towels on the ground that were just like soaking wet. And I'm like in front of there, and some guy behind me goes, "Oh, what happened?" I'm like, "I think it's flooded or something." And he goes, it's okay, I don't care." So like he walks past me, and as I'm turning, I see like another person follow him. I turn and look, and it's a girl. And they like both start going into the stalls, like, and then me and the dude's eyes lock for about like half a second. And he just has the look like, yeah. It's just like, dude, like, I just kind of probably give him the look like, fucking really, you're in a hotel, man.
It's a bathroom.
It's a fucking con. Of course they're gonna go
It's
for
a
it.
flooded, poopy water-filled bathroom.
Fuck it. Gonna have stone sec. Go for it.
No amount of hot blowy.
Bro, you know
What-
for a fact they were either fucking stoned out of their mind or drunk as fuck. That's
I-
how this goes.
You're in a hotel, though.
Doesn't matter.
You are so close to rooms somewhere.
Not
And-
close
matter.
enough.
Yeah, anyway.
The
Not
point
close
is
enough.
the thrill, not the actual.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, but poopy water.
You're at a-
that's-
I mean,
that's-
let's face it. We've already seen worse happen with Mr. Bleedy going at it with tag teaming that girl in DA's room. It happens. Dumb shit goes down at cons, man.
It's in a hotel room though.
But that's the thing. Hey, both of them had to get a con room. Just for one guy, Beckham probably would have been fine.
Dude, somebody got blown on a subway.
There, exactly.
Gay people.
People will go at it wherever and whenever they can, as fast as they
Oh,
can.
there's a GIF on or there's a video on Facebook right now of two people having sex on Riverwalk.
Yep.
Just on one of the benches, just
Yep.
having sex. And they're
Yeah,
like,
that- of course.
That's relative.
Why-
Like my
But
issue,
wait, there's more.
my issue really isn't with the bathroom. It's the poopy water in the bathroom. That's my issue.
I mean, they know they're not going to be disturbed at that point.
All right, time to mop this up. What's this stain?
I mean, they got to clean up anyway, so why
Yeah,
not?
Yeah. Still, is that and then just the eye contact the dude gave me? It was just like, dude.
Yeah, he was just like,
I know-
let's go.
I know what's happening. You don't need to give me this look. Save
Clearly, he did.
Save it for her.
He was gloating. He was just like, yeah, we're all about this.
He looked like he was 16. She looked younger. So, nothing to
Ugh.
gloat about. Yeah. And then, DA's line scam.
Oh, yeah. Your intricate plot.
Oh. You guys ask me about this. I have at least 2 or 3 of these per con.
No.
Yeah, he's a mafia kingpin. He's
I
a
don't-
jungle.
I don't
drug
enjoy
lord.
spending all of my time.
Clearly
in
you
autograph
do.
lines. If I can help it, I'd like to get in and out as fast as I can, and that means making connections.
He
with
did
people,
too.
talking with people, complimenting people if need be,
No, you're networking.
networking.
I
yes.
slightly disagree with you, sir, because you lied to me on Sunday, saying
No.
if our bus leaves at 3, the autograph line starts at 2. If I'm not out by 2:20, then I'll just leave the line. You cared
Mm-hmm.
enough to lie to me and then tell me afterwards saying I wasn't getting out of that line.
Yes, that is a fact. But
So don't tell,
it
no, so
wouldn't
don't
have
tell
been
me.
a lie. It wouldn't have been a lie if I had not told you it was.
What?
I
What?
did you courteous.
Wow.
What? Please run that back to me
Yeah,
real
It
quick.
would not
is
have
like-
been a lie. He
if
would
it-
not have known it was a
There
lie.
you
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
There
Yeah.
was a lie.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say,
it was a lie. It was a straight
if a
lie.
tree
There
fell,
would've been
There was no.
There would have been no lie if you hadn't have told him anything.
if a tree fell in the forest and you didn't hear it, did it lie
Yeah,
about falling?
But I want to make myself seem better. It's like, oh,
And
DA,
I'm the
finally
piece of crap.
changing.
I'm the guy that needs to be dissected for 30 minutes.
I have my idiosyncrasies. and
Wow.
I enjoy autographs and
Wow.
I would-
And lying to people?
Wow.
and then being truthful, which cancels it out.
No, it don't.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't
Because-
murder that guy.
because-
Yeah, I did.
Because even though I did lie
Everything's
to
good
him,
now, right?
Even though I did lie to him, I did not go through with the lie.
No, because you were done.
Yeah.
You would have.
That's
but I
convoluted
didn't.
as fuck, man.
I was
I told him.
I was thinking of-
told him.
I'm the piece of crap.
I was thinking about murdering him, but nah.
No, I told him that this was gonna happen, and it opened up an opportunity for me to lie, but I didn't.
Wow.
But I did.
This is the
No.
thoughts of a serial killer.
The lie was already there in your mind. It just didn't come to fruition.
Fact.
So
So it never existed, right?
No!
I mean,
No!
we're all in agreement here.
the statement you put to him was not the truth.
Wasn't a lie.
It just did not become a lie.
Did he
Wasn't a lie.
Did he imply it?
It wasn't a lie.
Wasn't
It
that?
wasn't even half truth. It wasn't a half
There we
lie.
go. That
It
was
just-
the debate.
It was a statement.
No, it was just a straight lie.
It was a statement that could become a lie later.
No, in
But
your
as
mind,
What?
it's absolutely a
But
lie.
What?
Right now, it was a statement that could or could not become a lie.
No, in your mind, it's absolutely a lie. You go, I'm gonna be out of the line by 2, whatever. No, I'm not. That's in your mind. I'm just telling him this to placate to him.
I'm lying to myself. Oh, big crime. Come on, lie, police.
Oh boy.
But I'm the piece of crap for going, time-wise and all this other stuff.
I'm lying to
Quote
myself.
unquote lies of
I'm
omission.
lying to myself, which I know is not a lie.
But it is.
No, I'm saying I'm lying to him, but there's no consequences to me. I'm not like, oh, I believe this. No, I don't believe this. It's a lie. The words that I'm saying.
So you admit it's a lie.
It has the potential to be a lie.
No.
I just wanted to say
No.
that. Maybe we just
You
shortened
just
it
went
to
in your
PO.
mind, this is a lie.
Mhm.
So the
I'm
second
lying
you put,
to myself.
you just said you
OJ,
weren't lying to yourself.
first trial for OJ. He
If the
pleads
glove
not.
don't quit, you must
He
acquit.
pleads not guilty, and he got acquitted. Was he lying?
He was never proven to be guilty.
But
you just went. He was never proven to be guilty. You just went. I'm not lying to myself. Then you said I'm lying to myself. So
It is a lie, but no one's getting hurt by that lie.
okay, what's that mean?
It's not a lie.
No,
We
we,
almost-
It's
we
still
would've been hurt by it
fucking a
'cause we
lie
would've
whether
missed our
someone was hurt
butt.
by it or
I
not.
didn't know.
Wow.
No consequences.
Wow.
No one's hurt. I felt it
It's
in my
still a
good
lie.
graces
It's
to
a lie.
admit to him that it was.
dude, you're literally arguing.
No, it's a lie.
So
But
here's the
I'm lying
thing.
to myself, so it's a victimless crime.
But you just went. I'm not crazy. I'm not going. Oh, this is the truth.
It's not.
You're just lying to yourself,
It's a lie.
and you didn't lie to yourself. You lied to Mike.
No, it was a potential for it to be a lie.
No, it was a lie when you put it
How
down.
is-
You
No.
because you went.
No.
You went, I'm
'cause
gonna
it
be out of the
never
line.
came to
No,
fruition.
you went.
I
I'm gonna.
never allowed myself to lie to get to that moment because
You
of
did
my
lie
connection.
right there. You
Because
went.
of my connection.
No, you went.
It was
If
not
I'm not
a
out of
lie.
line at this point, I'm just gonna get out of line. That's a lie. You're lying to Mike. You're not gonna get out of the line at that
It's not a
time.
lie.
How's
It's
it not a
the
lie?
truth. It's
Are
a
you not
simple
lying to
statement.
Mike? If you
Had
hadn't gotten
the
your
intent.
autograph in that time, would you have gotten out of that line?
Potential for lie.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It was an
It had not come to
intent.
fruition. The intent.
There was no intent. He lied.
That's what I'm. No, he's saying that I didn't do it, so it wasn't a lie. Just the mere intent of I'm gonna say this, but I'm going to break it if it comes to it. That's the intent of that, and that is a lie.
You lied, bro.
Nah.
You lied. 3 versus 1. You fucking
I didn't
lied.
go.
Oh yeah, Amanda Waller. What about all that stuff? Both of them was gang raping you.
They
I
were
went-
not. We were arguing an ideological point of view.
You sit
Your
there-
shit is a flat out lie.
You sit there and call me a 8.5 out of 10 because of lies of omission, quote unquote. But you're just straight up lying to your friends. Like, I'm not going, hey, just whatever. I see myself as like a 4.
Yeah. Good job, DA.
What was the next Matsury thing that happened? Oh, I want MK. There's no,
Yeah, I mean,
there's no story there.
yeah, I was gonna say you mentioned it. You mentioned it. Good job.
Oh, they made it for money this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, $5 per tournament.
See what won $5?
It was like 20.
I entered and won in the same one fell swoop. And we hung out with Kelly and the other Amber
drinking in the room.
and Aaron. Yeah, we went to that Dick's, which Ralph fucking hates apparently.
We did.
Holy shit, this is not fun.
Buffalo Wild Wings was.
Jealous.
We went there with you.
Oh, no, I thought you went there again. Sorry.
No.
Oh, okay.
And those lemonades, Jesus.
Oh my god, dude. Those things were ridiculously good.
God, like
You guys went to Melt, though, right? We went
Yeah.
at lunch that day. What did you guys get?
I got the do to buys that I always get, and DA got
Fucking
some.
jealous, man. I wish we went to a Melt instead of fucking Dick's. Never again. That place
And it
is
was
shit.
20% off for every MonsterCon attendee.
Fuck off!
Boom.
We had
And we went to Dick's and had shit food that's overpriced as crap. That was
Oh.
awful. Their food was way too expensive. Their drinks sucked. Yeah,
I enjoyed my
I'm
giant fucking
sad.
margarita.
for $20, yeah, you go for that.
Jesus.
He dropped $20 on an 18-ounce glass.
Kelly as well.
Yeah, congratulations, you people work real
other
jobs.
people did it, so it's
Ooh.
justified.
Yep.
Yeah, Lou, spending a
Can
exorbitant amount
we
of money
all
on
just
shitty
admit
drinks.
we're all pieces of crap and just leave it at that?
Not.
I've never argued like I'm a piece of crap.
I'm
I
not.
revel in being.
How are you not a piece of crap, DA?
I helped a lot of people get autographs.
Can I stop you
at
right
one
there?
time.
Can I stop you right there? You're not a piece of crap by your actions, but by your words. This is what
That's stupid. Who would say
Words
that?
hurt,
you
man.
said it to me.
Words hurt.
Yeah, I know that's a joke, bruh.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
People have done that with.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, it happens a lot.
It's just
But
references. It is pretty
autographs.
amazing how we'll say something and then the other person can just instantly pull what we're talking about. Good stuff.
autographs.
Good stuff.
I work hard on my
Oh,
collages.
that sounds like me.
I
Working
work
hard.
on my collages. I'd like to get them signed and put upon the wall.
What's that got to do with you not being a piece of crap?
I will do a lot of things to accomplish my goal. And should that
A lot of
include-
people murder to
should that
accomplish their
include,
goals.
Again, making connections,
People make drug connections.
falsely complimenting people,
People falsely compliment
pushing
their own-
people. I pushed.
pushing product.
I've elbowed a couple people because the way the autographs went were terrible, and it's just like a mad rush. I'm like, I'm a big guy for you. So just sort of spread out my elbows a little bit. Nobody's passing me.
Are you serious? You built a wall.
I wasn't like, yeah, mother. I was just like,
Mommy, I can't wait to get this signed. Back off, little girls. Back off.
Oh yeah, you almost pushed the family down the stairs.
once.
Wait, what?
This was talked about.
Yeah, we
We were at a wrestling convention. Not a
Oh yeah, the wrestling convention.
Wrestling
Okay,
show,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Screw
thought-
them.
I
They
thought
were
you almost did
walking
it
way
again.
too slow. You saw, pro. I hate walking behind slow people. It slows me down.
So in order to move forward faster, you would shove a family down a flight of stairs, and you're not a
You
piece of crap?
literally, you seriously contemplated this.
Contemplate. One of my favorite female wrestlers.
And now you're trying to justify
He
it. That's not
complimented them
point
on the
of-
way down.
No.
You have a beautiful family.
No,
Shove.
because I didn't. I didn't.
Contemplated
At
it
the
though.
end of the day,
Seriously,
I didn't.
contemplation.
Not a crime. Contemplation is not a crime. Every day when I'm drinking something, a car rides by.
Conspiracy
I think
to murder?
I think it's just like throwing it in.
Do you know how many
It's
times?
an open one. Ah!
Do you know how many times I've had a glass bottle in my hand and I just thought I could just fling it at one of these windshields and just see what
You
happens?
don't do it. You just do every day that happens. I just be sitting there drinking, the car rolls by, open window, just like I can just do this, and they're not gonna catch me.
I know them.
You're a piece of crap. You're a piece of crap.
Yeah, we're all pieces of crap.
I don't
Next
think that was,
monster thing.
that was. I don't think that was ever in debate at all.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't feel like that, or I wish I could just do it once and just get it out of my system.
Nope.
I went to a lot of One Piece panels.
I mean, AMV contest went pretty smoothly.
I didn't see
Yeah.
anything of that. I was busy doing my own thing.
Yep.
Autographs.
I mean, the content itself was pretty much okay. There were a few
Better than
bad
last few
videos,
years.
but
Okay.
the last year's monster that I did the pre-selection for was garbage. So this is leagues better than what it was.
Yeah, the video that won Best in Show
Was
Utter-
actually pretty
utterly
good.
deserved it. Was amazing. I need to pass that video to you guys. It'll probably be at Youmacon, for sure. Which that is our next convention for those that are wondering. We have. I just threw our panels at Nate, so we'll be hopefully getting those, as well as I just read that he also shows off Let's Plays, so I'm gonna try and throw some Let's Brew episodes at him. Pimp, all the pimpage. And then
Besides the amount of shilling you're gonna do at
Please don't be in the room when that happens.
I don't know if I have to be or not, because you have to put a panelist name. I don't know. I'm assuming not.
You don't want people not to laugh. It's heartbreaking.
Yes, you do.
I have a thicker
You
skin
want
than
you
that.
want Mike to know he's shit.
No.
I have a
you
thicker
don't.
skin than that.
You don't want to go, this was really funny, and then just look at
Yeah,
stone
just like,
faces.
"Ooh, well, I know what part's coming up. Oh, this whole riffing thing.
This is gonna kill.
And what do you want to do after this? Because we're leaving now.
What else is going on?
That's when you see Mike running at the door.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
please.
come with you.
What are his subscribers' names so I can convince them to unsubscribe to him?
Oh,
He
God.
doesn't deserve
Hey, nice to meet
one.
you. You want to do literally anything else? Sure.
Oh.
Just turns over to me. God, this guy sucks. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah.
Does this guy think he's funny?
Wow, you sound a lot like him. Yeah.
I got that voice. Hey, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike.
Wow,
Then
that's
it
his
just shows
name.
up Mike.
My name is Darren.
Aaron.
Aaron.
That just one of the intro to one of the episodes comes up. Wow, you look a lot like that guy in the left.
I'm Darren Aaron. It's
He's the one
fine.
that sucks the most.
But we got those, the wars as well, and BG says he's going to submit to the contest. We shall see.
It's definitely gonna happen.
DA.
I already acquired my footage.
Okay.
We'll see
DA.
what
Yeah,
happens
I-
with the guests. We'll
The
see how much
guests.
I have to make because
Oh,
Vic
God.
Mignogna's going to be there, and he is the new Matt in Digimon, and I already have something for him to
Oh
sign.
yeah,
and
he is, isn't he?
Speaking of which, I need to talk to you about the showing for the Digimon movie.
Showing?
If you want to go,
There's a showing? When is that?
I think it's sometime next month around.
Oh,
I
it
can't
is
remember
coming
the
to
time.
theaters, isn't it?
Yeah, we're definitely going to do
Yep,
that.
part 2, right?
No, part
Part
one
one.
in English.
Oh, really? They're putting part 1 out in theater?
English.
Yes.
Huh.
When are they gonna show the next? If they show Film Gold, it's over.
I wish that I could have asked a question about that in the One Piece panels.
They would have just given the usual spiel of
Blah, blah, well,
Maybe.
you'll know
The-
what we know.
we're trying, negotiations, but
I'm glad.
Majin Buu arc of Dragon Ball Kai, it's coming.
maybe things are in the works, but we have no official word. Just
Yeah.
keep looking, people. Get hype. Yeah, no.
But yeah, Youmacon coming up soon. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, Matsuri overall was good.
Matsu's pretty solid.
Autographs were terrible.
Better than
Terrible.
Ohio.
Yeah.
I got
back.
literally half the autographs.
Oh no!
Oh
Dude,
no!
From the AMV perspective, Matsuri was leagues above Ohio.
Got another one added to the Street Fighter.
Oh.
Nash.
Oh Jesus Christ! I should rip that up now. Terrible matchup for Jerry. I mean not Jerry, but Laura.
But I disagree with you, Ralph, just because of the Fight Club.
Okay,
Only
I said
reason.
from the AMV contest perspective, this was a stronger con.
Oh, well, okay.
And that's only because of me.
What?
Huh?
The Fight Club.
He's talking about the contest in general,
Oh.
which you did not submit to. Both times.
We'll see. I need to show you a song that Peanut gave me.
But,
Okay, there.
Pretty good
anything
song.
anything else from MatsuriCon that we're forgetting? Any eventful rides home?
Nope.
Nope.
Pretty
Autograph
smooth.
were
Just
terrible.
all my buses were late as shit. So that's
Nope.
all that
Ours
happened
was
to me.
cool. Very smooth. Met some nice girl that was at Ohio. I met at Matsuri too. She talked a little bit.
It
Yep.
was funny actually.
Oh.
Kelly actually texted me sometime this morning asking me about. So any new stories from you or DA from your trips home? And I'm like, no, it was pretty fucking uneventful. She was like, aw, damn it.
Wonderful.
I
Of
was
course, I
hoping-
was there.
Hoping more stories. Yeah, that's what I kept telling everybody. It was like, oh, is DA gonna have another story this time around? It's like, nah, he's with his brother. He's gonna be fine. BG is literally an anti-bad luck, good omen.
Yep,
Almost missed our bus.
but we didn't.
Wait, did you almost miss your bus? Why?
It was just the line was super long and people were taking forever. They
Why
had
did you guys
one.
need to get on the line for? I meant to ask you that at the line, but I forgot.
We just needed our bag checked. We didn't have.
Bag tag.
Yeah.
See, at Detroit, they told me their system was down and they couldn't get me a tag.
At Columbus?
And then I got Columbus, yeah. And then I get to Cleveland, and the same thing was true. They couldn't give me a tag. So literally, the bus drivers from Columbus and Cleveland were like, "Oh, we can't take bags." And then like they had to bring like people from the front desk being like, "No, you have to take the bag. It's our fault. We have no computer system."
No,
So that was a
ours
bit
worked
nerve-wracking.
fine. It was
Yeah, not for me. After you guys left, everything went to shit. Apparently.
Rip.
I got 3 autographs from people from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Speaking of which, I'm on part 6 now, which is Joe
Raptor
Turtle's
Jesus.
daughter, which is
Raptor
amazing. She's so good.
Raptor Jesus.
Jolie Cujo is so good. Other than Jonathan, she might be my favorite JoJo right now.
Yep, Alex. I'll inform Alex this is happening next week.
All right.
There's 2 more parts after that.
Is there really? I thought it was always 7.
No.
Oh, it's up to 8. Oh,
8.
okay.
All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning in to the podcast of stuff. We will see you next week. I'm going to sleep.
I'm gonna go eat something. I'm fucking hungry.
Bye.
Like
Laters.
always.